Hey guys, welcome back. BDC Gear here. We're back with our weekly recap. This is the first one of the new year. It's the 3rd of January.
Happy New Year,
2019.
folks.
Yeah, Happy New Year. And so, getting right into the content, the current challenge is for Antimatter Sinestro. That's a 1-week repeat. The required characters are Bane, Lobo, and Black Adam. And that's gold, and silver. So at least no challenges, but this is going to be relatively taxing to get if you're just starting out.
Right. Antimatter Sinestro, decent stats. He's probably a decent card overall, but it is almost impossible to judge because of... It's like Red Lantern Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Because of what he used to be. Because he used to be Amazeballs.
Oh my god. You're really
I'm dating myself.
aging yourself. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're not aging yourself. you are aged.
Yeah, I am aged already. So, here's the thing. Back when the League of Assassins gear set was... technically broken because its action was not what the description said.
Yeah, but not overpowered.
Right. Well,
okay, arguable.
It was overpowered from an offensive point of view, but it was not overpowered from defensive. And to me, it's always the frustration. So when you face Antimatter Sinestro, and he's not particularly difficult to beat in multiplayer online, that's not a problem. So the gears would reset the power drain every time an opponent tagged out, instead of when you tagged in. So Antimatter Sinestro being
could
the only...
force tag outs.
Yeah, I think he's the only guy that can do that.
Yeah.
So he was perfectly primed, and we should link that video that we did when he was still good. He was perfectly primed to take advantage of this gear set ability. And once he fixed the gear set, and you'd have to tag him in each time to restart, reprime, rebait the trap, or the anti-trap, where you could drain their power when you force them to tag out.
Kind of sucks now.
Yeah, it kind of sucks now. So he's probably still okay. I just can't bring myself to love him anymore.
Yep. This week's multiplayer award is thankfully brand new content. That's Nightwing's Ninjato, which becomes the Brandish Ninjato. And this is one of the ones that has a little bit of kind of a weird nomenclature about it.
Right.
Like a lot of the new content actually does. So this is going to be worthwhile to figure out how stuff works. Like the splash damage passive, right? Absorbing splash damage and generating power from it.
Yeah, I can see how we might have trouble assessing it, though, because we very rarely get hit with splash damage. It's definitely not full splash damage, because we've built the team to handle any kind of splash damage threats with new 52 Wonder Woman's multi-hit special 2.
Yeah, and the way to test it is really an online play just because of the differences in the way powers work. So unfortunately, just doing a mirror match isn't going to cut it.
Right, and it's not just online play, but it's going to have to be online play where we play to lose a little bit.
Yeah.
And I hate doing that. So, the Nightwing ability to reflect damage and health boost, they're interesting and might be useful in getting the most out of the other two abilities, but I'm really, really curious about the splash damage stuff. Yeah.
And I guess the problem is if it ends up being a little bit hard to test, then it's also, in that sense, not as effective, right? If it's difficult to get into a situation where we see the difference, the problem is we don't want to build a team around it and then have it kind of let us down in the way that we weren't expecting when we actually are put in the situation where we can't test it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So if we were in situations where we were faced with it, where we were actually getting hit with splash damage, we don't deal a lot of splash damage, so when the teams are using against us aren't going to be that great, we're going to have to use it and then specifically take some splash damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the store, we have the Godfall Superman bundle. That's a cash pack for $25 Canadian. It's not worth it, but it might be a hint at next week's challenge. It tends to be what next week's challenge is going to be.
It's a better hint than when they had like 5 or 6 cash packs all at once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so it's better than nothing. It's no guarantee, but it makes it likely that that's what's up next.
That's right.
We also have the Killer Frost Challenge Pack with a 6.16% chance of getting her instead of a 2.86% chance. And for the extra 1 copy every approximately 30 packs, that's an extra 1.5 million credits versus buying the regular challenge packs. So you're better served just buying more packs, getting more characters to sell back.
Yeah, because not only is it that you're paying the extra 50k per pack, but it's not like you're getting an extra 3 characters every 100 packs you buy. It's still the same character. So
you're getting no extra value.
Right, except the hint of Killer Frost, basically like, it's like not getting a full meal, but just like the smell.
It's almost like a homeopathic remedy.
Oh, are we going to insult anybody?
Not quite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's... homeopathy is pseudoscience. I think we're okay in saying that.
I hope so. But it's you could be getting somebody else that might be just as good or even better.
Yeah.
Especially when she's available in other packs,
Mm-hmm.
like the Icebreaker pack.
Yeah. And we also have the Wally West gold pack at 135k, which is 35,000 more than the regular gold pack and 60,000 more than the discount gold pack. And it has a 6.4% chance of Wally West instead of 0%, which is definitely worth it if you need him. It's not cheap. I'd recommend using the refund glitch if money is at all tight.
Right.
But it's your way of getting him.
Right. I mean, the main difference why one pack is not worth it, the Killer Frost Challenge pack is not worth it, but somehow the Wally West Gold pack is, because you're increasing the chance from 0 to 6.4% instead of 2.86 to 6.16%.
He is infinitely more likely in this pack than he is in the normal gold pack.
Right, and you don't have an Icebreaker pack or some other pack where Wally West is normally available. If it weren't for this pack, the only other alternatives, I think, are multiplayer seasons or cash packs.
Yeah.
So Killer Frost, you can get in the regular challenge pack. You can get relatively easy. You can get her targeted in the Icebreaker pack when she's with the Killer Frost regime, and I believe Luchador Bane. So, yeah.
So there we go. And we've also already talked pretty in depth about the Nth Metal packs in yesterday's Nth Metal Ultimate pack opening. Basically, there's 3 Nth Metal packs now. It looks like they're here to stay. It's pretty similar to the kind of gold packs and other rotating packs where after a certain amount of time, I think the Nth Metal pack, it looks like, is going to be one of the packs that we actually stop talking about because
it's there all the time.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be changing anytime soon.
I think a reminder that multiplayer does include Nth Metal now as one of the rewards for ranking up, so it makes a huge difference so that it's actually something viable. After every couple of weeks you can buy another pack.
Yeah, that's
no problem.
That's true. I think they're bringing it back to closer to viable, even though the number of cards you need to elite the Nth Metal characters is still a little bit kind of ridiculous. So
it's a form of rebalancing, not the kind that we normally see, as far as like the characters and making older ones better, or giving
it's an accessibility rebalance.
That's right.
Which is cool. Yeah. It's better than nothing. I'll take it. Lets us access the new content a little better.
Right.
Moving on to the current glitches. Oh wait, sorry. I almost skipped something. Survivor. Broken on Android still. Giving out Suicide Squad companion gears, and it's showing LexCorp gears until 16th of January. Not that it matters. Doesn't change anything.
Right.
Now that we're done with that, actually moving on to the glitches, just remember, you can check out all the working glitches as far as we're aware in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video or checking out our playlist tab. We're Android only, so the list only works for Android. All the glitches are for Android, and we're not gonna, provide any kind of meaningful information to iOS users as far as glitches go. Right. If you're an iOS user, ask a question in the comments, and hopefully people will answer you, and that's kind of the best we can do.
All right, so I'm going to save everybody the suspense, and
these are the important stuff that's not working.
Right. I mean, I just realized, I don't know why it occurred to me just last week that that's probably the biggest focus, since we do maintain the playlist that shows what is working.
Yeah.
Pointing out there is no current glitch for credits. And in that same area, there is no glitch for getting the multiple season rewards anymore. Multiple multiplayer season rewards anymore.
Or getting early season rewards, or getting through the Phantom Zone quickly. So there's a lot of stuff that there isn't a glitch for as of now. There's also no glitch for getting a bunch of Last Laugh tickets.
Right. So, and we'll go to the working glitches now. We've got the breakthrough glitch, lets you play repeatedly, still working. We've cut and pasted into the description a comment from a viewer with a potential solution for people who are having trouble playing the extra breakthroughs. Unfortunately, we can't confirm whether it works because we're not having that problem.
The challenge reset methods that require Google Play Cloud Save are working, or I should say method, not methods.
Right. Is working, yeah.
Yeah, is working. That's confirmed on the current Antimatter Sinestro challenge. People have been commenting saying challenge reset also resets Phantom Zone. We haven't been able to get it to work.
Yeah, and in resetting it in a way that's actually useful, because one viewer actually did confirm that it resets the progress of the crystals, the partial progress.
Yeah.
So not resetting in a way where you get to play it again and keep your stuff. Because remember, the challenge reset, because it relies on the Google Play Cloud Save, we can't tell for sure when it's been updated. Like, you can't say, oh, I have updated it now.
Yeah.
Because it always just looks like this is when you created it a couple years ago.
It doesn't give you that granularity of information.
Right, so you just got to be careful if you think that you've been actually resetting the Phantom Zone so that you're playing the full zone again without having to pay the 50 nth metal to do it. You might actually be reverting back to time before you got your rewards, in which case it isn't useful.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be doing the challenge reset, our best advice is make sure that any Phantom Zone crystal progress is progress that you're willing to potentially lose.
The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working. That's good for packs with random drops and for last laugh tickets. And like we said before, doesn't work in the Phantom Zone for us because it requires an online connection. Some people have said that if you log out before the final boss fight and switch accounts immediately, if you don't like your reward, you can re-roll your Phantom Zone portal reward, but we haven't been able to get it to work even with clearing app data. And from the comments, it looks like a lot of the people saying this are iOS users anyways.
Right. So probably the most important exploit of this is the only way right now to accumulate nth metal relatively quickly.
Yeah, and it's just basically using the refund glitch and the packs pricing.
Right.
So Jonathan Hung mentioned that, you know, you can sell an nth metal card for 240 and the pack only costs 200. You have one copy of each. You do the reset. We talk about this more in depth in the other video too.
Right. So just maybe we'll link again to the nth metal pack opening where we talk about the strategy.
But so it lets you get if it's your first one of each card, you know, for 200 nth metal, and everyone after that you get 40 nth metal every time you get a card.
Right. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. Remember, bring your countdown clock back to normal before you finish. And the free energy without having to watch the video still works, and we definitely don't need to watch the video. We've cut and pasted one iOS user's potential solution into the description, Dragons952. So if you're on iOS and the free energy button is grayed out, that's something you could try, but we can't confirm it because we're Android only.
And also another glitch that is, I guess, not technically working or not working. It's kind of in a little limbo.
Right, because we've started off with the not working glitches, and then we went to working glitches. This is
maybe this should be in between.
This is Schrodinger's glitch.
We should probably almost move this up.
Yeah, is this Schrodinger's? How do you pronounce it? Schrodinger's,
I think it's Schrodinger. I'm pretty sure it's Schrodinger.
So this is Schrodinger's glitch.
Yeah. So the promotion glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked hasn't had the right conditions. We don't know. It seems like it's actually probably still working just because they set it up so that we would never be able to test it.
So the conditions never come back.
Yeah, so the conditions never come back. And it doesn't make too much sense for them to have done that if it was patched, but I mean sometime in between 2.14 and now, 3.1, right? They could have patched it and just used the old format of displaying like menu cards.
Okay.
Anyways, to finish up, we have a Patreon. And if you want to support what we do with some more than just reviews, if you want to let us know that you are, somebody out there who really, really likes our stuff, you can toss a couple bucks our way a month. We really do appreciate it. So a huge thank you to the people who have already done that.
Specifically, Console Peasant, Eddie G, and Edwin Felix, who are supporting us at the top tier last word. iProfit, who's supporting us at the Your Message Here tier. Sean Farrell, Daniel Simonson, who are supporting us on the credit level. And Chris Wolf and Lazo Girjades, who are supporting us at the
uncredited gratitude tier.
Yeah, well, technically, I guess not the credited, uncredited.
That's true.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.